All right, fucker, let's get it. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast. I am the flies, highs, cool, smoothest motherfucking host of them all. OGHatchTV, you know the fuck it is, man. What's up with the people? Look, man, it's a very special episode. Now, I know it's not special because I'm special. Y'all know that shit by now. You know how the saying go. Especially I got my boy here, the motherfucking neighborhood hope dealer. My boy CL, the motherfucking source. How you doing, Brody?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, no stress, man. You know what I'm saying? I came to play, bro. What's happening with you?
Man, shit, man. I'm good. I'm honored to have you on the podcast, bro. We tapped in. I was following your content. We tapped in with each other. And I'm just honored that you gave me time of your day. You're a very busy fucking man. You knocking out episodes back to motherfucking back. I thought I was Master P back in the day, nigga. No, you're Master P. You're dropping them. You just dropping hits. You don't give a fuck no more.
Hey, I'm just trying to make them say, baby, come on, man. Come on, man. And I appreciate you having me on here, player.
Nah, honestly, man, real shit. It was definitely it was a no-brainer when I came across your content, man. I do want to say to everybody out there is tapped in, enjoying the conversation, man. Hopefully out there looking good, feeling good, staying motherfucking me safe. This is episode 80. We all on the grind and 100. This shit won't stop for a motherfucking me soul. I tell you that shit each and every motherfucking week. It's a whole lot of shit going on in the motherfucking me trenches, man. But I do want to make sure that the goal of this podcast is never lost. The goal of this podcast, although it is an audio journal, I tell you that shit each and every motherfucking week. The goal is to always bring on other dope people that I just figured need the more light shined upon them. So having you on this motherfucking me podcast, bro, it is an honor. It's another another thing I can check off my motherfucking me checklist. But the shit don't stop for a motherfucking me soul. Ain't shit changed, same program, new characters. I start the podcast off with my guests the same. So much shit going on out there to get so much attention that we always fail to take the time to actually tap in with ourselves. So I want to ask you to give all the friends of the show, everybody that's tapped in around the world that's joined this conversation, a mental health check. Brody, how are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, my boy?
Man, to keep it a full buck with you, and this ain't no fake shit, man. This is on some real shit. I've never felt better in my life, fam. You know what I'm saying? Every day is just an opportunity. Yeah, every day is an opportunity, bro, to just, get better. And not just necessarily results wise, man. It's just like my mental health, bro. And I appreciate you even checking in because you're absolutely right, bro. We need to be prioritizing that, shaking the stigma about, mental health and all that stuff because, bro, we with ourselves 100% of the time, and we ain't never gonna leave ourselves like other people might or stuff in our life might. So we got to make sure we good with us, man. And yeah, but to answer your question, man, I'm feeling blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm glad to hear that, bro. And I'm truly glad to hear that because everything you just said is 100% correct. And I think for a lot of times for people need to see young men having these conversations because these aren't the typical conversations that you see men having, especially on platforms that's broadcasted on YouTube and shit like that. There are people out there that's trying to tap in and break that fourth wall, like myself. But usually people are talking about sports, cars, the hot new chick, you know what I'm saying? The new bad thick chick on IG. We always talking about the bullshit, but there's so many conversations that we don't have with even our close friends that we think about on a day-to-day basis and that we struggle with. So I always want to tap in with the guests and make sure we go into that. But for the friends of the show, you know what I'm saying? You have your platform. You know what I'm saying? We got you on the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast, dropping hits like no other. I thought I was the man, but you outbeat me right now. But I want to get into the origin story. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the origin story of CL. You know what I'm saying? I want all the friends of the show, that people that's new to meeting you. How what do they need to know about you, and what are the things you went through in life to get you to this point, bro? Because I tell my little brother most of all that everybody has a story. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going through some shit. Never think that you've been through more than the next person. Never think that you just nobody can understand what you're going through type shit. When that's far from the truth. Everybody has a story, and everybody has a story that's very important and very fucking interesting. So take me back, bro, and let's talk the origin story of CL, my boy.
Man, absolutely, man. That's man, first of all, again, man, I appreciate you having me on here, allowing me to express myself and tell my story. And
Sure.
You know, that is a question, bro, that you know, it can be really long-winded, and with this podcast platform, it allows us to do that, man. And taking it back all the way to when I was a kid, man, you know, mom and pops broke up when I was 8 years old, bro. I had went through a whole lot of stuff. And at that age, you kind of are you don't really know shit about life yet, but you kind of are old enough to kind of pick things up. You know what I'm saying? Like why mom and dad ain't together no more, why they fighting all the time, this and that. So that really, I feel like that moment in my life for a long time, I held as a part of my identity as to why I became rebellious, as to why I started doing a lot of crazy shit. I started running the streets, you know, getting in all sorts of kind of trouble, you
Yeah.
know, just a lot of stupid shit, bro, because I just didn't, I felt pain, bro. And I just was like, man, I gotta get out of this situation. Fast forward to like, you know, my teenage years and shit like that. You know, I ran into my brothers, man. I got brothers, sisters that like, you know, I grew up with, you know, through experiences and shit like that, man. These are
Yeah.
people I met from high school that I still hang out with to this day that I got nothing but love for. But you know, and fast forward to my early 20s and shit like that, man. That's when I was partying a lot, bro. I was drinking a lot, smoking a lot, doing a shit ton of drugs.
Jesus Christ. As you said, I'm smoking like a motherfucker, some of the finest kush, and I'm sipping
Oh
on
yeah,
some fucking Jack Daniels. Jesus Christ. I'm a bad
I can smell
influence.
that. I can smell that motherfucker from here, man. Shit, strong. I feel it, bro. Like,
I didn't mean to cut you off with some damn I'm a bad influence.
hell no, you ain't family. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, fam. That shit, hey, that shit. Every now and then I partake, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still partake, but you know,
Yeah.
I kind of do. I try to do it within reason. You know what I'm saying, for myself. You know what I'm saying, but and nowadays, bro, to be real, that good shit y'all smoking nowadays, that shit'll have me to the moon with the shit, bro. I can't. Woo.
Hey, it should still take me up there, so I feel you.
Yeah,
But
but
let me ask you this, because you say you talk about how, you know what I'm saying, in your early 20s, you know what I'm saying, you live basically living a fast life. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, so
right.
living a fast life, and you reached the point now to where you slowed down a little bit. But throughout those times, what did you learn about yourself when you was living that fast life? Because I was raised in St. Louis. St. Louis and Arizona is two totally different places. Arizona is much more slower paced. Um, but I learned a lot in that fast paced lifestyle because you learn what you can handle. You as many times you may fuck up, you learn how much you can take onto your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like even in my biggest fuck ups, I knew what my breaking point was, and I truly only fucked up because I was pushing myself past my breaking point. If that make any sense to you,
Mhm.
like what happened? What in those? Now you had to go into any details and shit like that because that was probably such a long time ago. But what was probably an incident in your life that took place in your early 20s that you realized, okay, now I'm much stronger than I actually thought I was?
Woo, man. You know what, bro? I had looked death in the eye several times in my life, bro. But you know, through putting myself in precarious situations and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
just being kind of unconscious and not really aware of my surroundings. And I cheated death several times. And but to answer your question specifically, man, I'm a cancer survivor, man. I refer to myself as a cancer ass kicker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I went toe to toe with that motherfucker and I came out on top, bro. And it was by the grace of God, that's for damn sure. But it was also because of my strong support system that I've always had with me. Um, that really pushed me through that time in my life, bro. Because there was times where I wanted to give up, man. I'll give you a specific situation where I was probably in 10 of my chemotherapy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bald head dude right now, as you can see, bro. But I used to have hair. I used to have hair, bro.
yeah,
But
you rocking the ball though. I ain't gonna fake it.
I appreciate it, bro. Hey, bro, I say, hey, man, I'm about to own this shit, man. Hey, I got a whole list of folks that was the coolest, baldest folks that you know, bro. Tupac, Michael Jordan, Kobe went bald. Come on, bro. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
Brian there too. He down there too.
Bro,
Hey,
hey,
no
bro, I
bullshit.
might as well accept that shit. Come on, bro.
Hey, no bullshit. No bullshit. See, I was watching the Suns game the other day, and I seen the first hairstyle of my life. This nigga Chris Paul, bro. Take a look at Chris Paul shit. That nigga got a bald fade mohawk. Like that nigga got a strip of hair. He ain't even got a whole top. He got a straight strip of hair on his shit. He bald everywhere else. He straight getting by. That nigga's getting by. He getting by, Brody.
Just let it go, fam. Just let it go, CP, bro. We already know you've been in the game, bro. Embrace the shit, bro.
Facts.
Come on. But nah, real talk though, Hatch, bro. I used to have long hair, bro, like I said, but with older age, bro, I started losing my shit. So I said, fuck it. I'm about to just let my shit go. But when I was 20, when I was going through that cancer, my hair fell out, bro. When I was going through my my cancer situation, bro. I was going through chemotherapy. I remember specifically when it was happening, bro. I couldn't believe it was happening. I was 22, 23 years old when I had cancer, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was lymphoma type B stage 2 cancer, bro. Like, so I was really going through it, fam. You know what I'm saying? And when you're going through situations like that, you like, damn, you go through periods where you like, what the fuck? Why is this happening to me, bro? I was questioning God. I was cussing at God, bro. And that ain't even the lowest point of my life, fam. Like I was gambling still while I was going through things. So I was addicted to gambling, online poker, the whole shit, bro. Like, and I was just like putting myself deeper and deeper and deeper into this hole, bro. And man, and I remember specifically a point, bro, where I just was like, I got on my knees, bro, and I just was like cussing up a storm. My brother was there with me, bro. He seen it. He was like, man, he was just like, that was literally probably my worst point at rock bottom, bro. And you learn a lot in those moments, bro. You just learn a lot about yourself, and you start questioning stuff, and with those questions come answers eventually at some point. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain point, I realized, okay, I believe I'm going through this for a reason, because I can't explain the way the universe works, but karma is real, bro. And I believe I harmed a lot of people in my toxic phases, bro, where I was just like, I didn't really know myself. So I was doing a lot of damage out there when I was going out there and running in the streets, you know what I'm saying, doing some stupid shit, bro. And I feel like life has slowed me down. It was just like, you know what, bro, you going too hard, you doing too much stupid shit.
Yeah.
You're not living in your purpose. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you would think I learned the lesson after I got past the cancer shit, right? You would think that. One would think that.
one would think, right?
One would think that, bro. But guess what had happened, bro? I had kind of, got on a straight edge for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I made all these promises to myself, to God, that I wouldn't be doing this shit. Guess what, bro? Got back into the drug scene. Got back into smoking, drinking, partying. You know what I'm saying? Just living a reckless life again. But guess what, bro? God has a funny way, and life has a funny way of humbling us once again, bro. It'll repeat lessons until you learn that, motherfucker. So you better pay attention, bro. So
life is a fucking cycle. Life is a cycle. No, and I don't mean to cut you off, CEO, but I just got this. I'm smoking, so when you said that, it just tapped in onto a conversation I have with my little brother. I tell him all the time, life is a cycle. If you just sit back and pay attention, all this shit is repetitive. Everything that's happening right now happened 10 years ago, happened 20 years ago, happened 30 years ago, just probably in a different way. It's probably more advanced now, but life is a cycle. And it's up to you to identify that shit and take the opportunities while you can. Because if you stay in the same bullshit, it's gonna keep happening to you. It's like, and how you spoke about how, so you would think one would learn about, what I'm saying, after I beat cancer, let me turn my life around. Let me do this. Let me do that. It's easy to say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It goes into something I was tapping into. One of my guests about therapy is like, cause when you go to therapy, they don't really give you the answers. It's up to you to actually go in there and figure out what's going on with you. They'll probably guide you down that pathway. But then once you get that information, you actually got to implement that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't implement that shit, actually do the hard work, you're gonna go back to the same bullshit you was already doing. So it's interesting to hear you say that and see how all this shit kind of ties into each other. because it's wild as fuck when you actually just sit back and think about it. Life is truly just a fucking cycle.
Bro, that's a full 100 right there with what you just said, bro. On some real shit, bro. Because therapy, yes, it's a service that's there to, help you, but it's helping you. But you got to be the one to apply what you learning from those sessions. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the one that's gonna have to do the work, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't always easy, bro. Like that inner work that you do with yourself, having these real conversations with yourself, being able to look yourself in the mirror and keep it a full ass buck and just be truthful. But after all that, accept your flaws, accept your imperfections, but still move forward anyway and learn how to truly love yourself. I ain't never really knew that about myself, bro. And I think that's the reason why I was doing so much harm, not only to other folks, but to myself, bro.
Yeah.
And you just come to these realizations, man. At least I did in those moments where I was questioning life and why I felt like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Playing the victim and shit, bro. I was just like, man. And then through all those experiences, man, it led me to finally see the light, bro. That like those were happening for me to teach me, like, bro, like I was going down the wrong path. I was going down a self-destructive path, bro, and taking a lot of folks with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was dimming my light, bro. I was weakening my spirit, bro, by putting myself in these situations that weren't good for me, bro. And like I said, bro, like you would think I would learn that after going through cancer, but bro, I ain't fully learned it there yet. I thought I had a better idea of it, but I ain't fully learned it yet, bro. Like I had to go through other experiences, and I'm still going through experiences, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody fully knows what we're doing in this life. We just figuring it out as we go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make good decisions as best as we gonna make mistakes, bro. We humans, bro. We
daily mistakes too.
And that's okay, bro. Even the people that we think is perfect out there, bro. Steph Curry miss shots all the time, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, look. I tell my I talk about on past episodes. I think Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, top 3-point guard of all time. His wife was still looking for attention from other men. There's always going to be something. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be something. It's just up to you to overcome that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga going through that turmoil at home and still got to go against LeBron on a headline and drop 30 and perform. And he does it. It's all about how you attack this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's going through some shit. We all make mistakes. We all have our day-to-day mistakes. It ain't even got to be like big mistakes people think people don't make. Everybody makes mistakes every day. I can think about something I do every fucking day, bro, that I'll be like, fuck, why I do that? Or I'm like, fuck, I wish I could have did this a different way. Every day. And maybe I'm just a fucked up individual, but that's every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to what you were saying about how you still learning, you know what I'm saying, as you go. And we chopped it up, and on the premium, we chopped about how old we were and shit like that. But honestly, bro, I think that's the purpose of living. Like, honestly, as I'm starting to get older, I think the purpose of living is trying to figure this shit out as you go. Because if we all had this shit figured out, we would all be like on some top tier God type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't be fucking up if we had this shit figured out. But what is life if you don't fuck up? I don't really learn shit from my most successful, from my most perfect, you know what I'm saying, easy accomplishments.
Mm-hmm.
I learn from my fuck ups. I learn from other people's fuck ups. Most of the time when I actually got some shit done and I achieved it, it's because like, you know, it was kind of easier at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what we was talking about in the pre-meet about this podcast shit. Like, yeah, early on, we all nervous as fuck. We talking into a laptop, not knowing what the fuck is gonna happen. But I'm 80 episodes in. You 3 seasons into this shit. It becomes habit. So now when motherfuckers is telling you that you giving you good praise and good recognition on your shit, it's like this shit kind of getting easier now. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't as difficult as it was. I'm still learning from it, but I'm learning from my past mistakes. I'm not learning from y'all telling me the good shit. I'm still thinking about my fuck ups from the beginning. You know what I'm type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the purpose of this shit, living life and fucking up. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, I say it all the time, man. I'm a forever student, bro. I feel like when the moment you stop learning is when you start dying, bro. So I seek that knowledge, bro, not only through books and podcasts and YouTube videos and school and shit like that, but it's also through experience of life, bro. Life is our greatest teacher, bro. And like I said, bro, if like you don't pay attention, man, that lesson gonna keep coming around, bro. And it's
Yeah,
like you better pay attention and recognize why these things are happening for you so that you can figure out like how to move forward. Otherwise, you ain't gonna advance. And I feel like, a lot of your life is gonna go by and you're not gonna be able to fully enjoy those experiences because you stuck on that same level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like
absolutely.
I try to stay attuned, bro, and try to stay open as much as possible, bro. And like you said it to me earlier, bro. Like there's something to learn from everybody, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody's experience is unique to their own, but they've learned shit that I don't know yet, bro. You know, and it's crazy. Nip say that there's genius level talent in all of us, bro. I think Jay-Z even said this, bro. He really
mhm.
believes in genius level talent in all of us, but we just haven't fully explored that about ourselves yet in order to, you know, express that outwardly and give that to the world, bro. So I feel like that's a lot of the work that I'm choosing to do, bro, in terms of trying to discover who the fuck I am and try to let that shine outwards as much as possible, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If more of us did that shit, bro, this world would be a better fucking place for all of us, bro. We could coexist peacefully. We could fucking, love one another without fucking having to worry about all this bullshit, bro. Like we could live much more fruitful life, but I ain't gonna blame all the media and all the whole shit. It is what it is, bro. I
yeah.
can't control none of them outside forces, bro. But I can control myself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
I'm learning how to control myself more and more every day. You feel me?
facts. No, that's real shit. That's real shit. Bro. And honestly, that's probably the real shit I heard all week. I'm be honest with you. I'm be complete. That's some of the realest shit I heard all motherfucking week. Because at the end of the day, that's all we try to do. Especially people in our field, this podcast and shit. Like you said, if more people just did express themselves how they want and just express their love for themselves and things like that, this should be a so much better place. And a lot of times that's what I'm doing with this podcast. I'm just trying to show other motherfuckers like, yo, bro, just let your walls down. Even if behind the scenes, I ain't my shit, I'm still battling with it. Me getting on this platform and trying to get other people to do it is still doing so much better than if I was just shutting the fuck up dealing with my own problems.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the beauty in doing this podcast and shit. I do want to ask you because I was roaming through your Instagram, your socials and shit like that, listen to your episodes and stuff like that. And I see you real big in meditation. Um, Now I'm a motherfucker. I deal with anxiety, depression, my mood swings, and things of that nature. And everybody keeps telling me, Hatch, nigga, you need to do meditation. I be like, and I tell them, yeah, but I just don't know. I feel like I need to get taught how to do that shit. Or I don't know if you got to say the certain words, like it's a Psalms you got to say. I don't know what the fuck it is. So I want to ask you, as somebody that's big into that shit, I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, how has meditation changed your views on life? You know what I'm saying? And also talk about the benefits of spiritual living. But let's talk about meditation first, CL.
Absolutely, man. I'm so glad you asked that question, and thank you for that question, bro. Because meditation has been the biggest gift that I've been able to give myself, bro. I've learned how to give it to myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's for me, bro. I've been meditating now for on and off for about 5 years. I
Mm,
first discovered it, bro, when I was out in LA. I was living out in LA for a little bit, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was going through. I was probably lost one day, and I was just like, I came across this studio where they was like, "Oh, come in. We teach free meditation sessions." I'm like, "All right, let me go see what's up with that," because I guess like I had a whole lot of shit jumbled up in my head, bro, and I was like, you know what, man, maybe meditation might be able to help me kind of relieve some of that shit that's going on in this motherfucker. And honestly, that's exactly what it did, bro. I got in there with a group of folks, bro, and it was crazy because like I found myself judging them. I was like, bro, these motherfuckers look hella weird, bro. Motherfuckers got their shoes off and shit. Motherfuckers
yeah,
like hell of us, like this weird ass motherfucker just like his legs is crossed and shit, like telling me to do this. Like close your eyes. I don't even know these folks, right? So I
yeah,
tried to make like 2 sessions of that, and then I brought that experience back to my own place, bro. Like in my own space where I just can experiment with my own. I turned the lights off. I hit I closed my eyes, bro, just literally focusing on my breath and just like watching my thoughts kind of disperse, like do what it does, bro. Not necessarily forcing any thoughts. Oh, like I gotta do this. Like it's almost like literally staying awake with your eyes closed, bro. But you focusing on your breath and like trying to get that breath to give you more oxygen to your brain. You know, it's just like it's that simple practice, bro. It just
Yeah.
really. And then what you notice, bro, if you give yourself enough time, maybe like I do a minimum at least 15 to 30 minutes each day.
Okay.
And if you give yourself enough time, bro, you'll notice your body will start to calm down. You just start playing the role of the observer, bro. You looking at your thoughts like, bro, like why am I thinking that? But you don't even question it no more. You just like, oh, it is what it is. You just let that motherfucker just go by. You ain't your thoughts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you are
Yeah.
who you are. You ain't your thoughts. We all got these random ass thoughts in our heads, bro. And I just realized, bro, like I'm a big overthinker, Hatch, bro. Like for a long time, fam. I've been an overthinker for a long time, but
Nigga,
I
I'm with you.
it'd be a
I
lot.
am, hey, I am my own worst enemy. Look,
Mm.
I just thought about some shit earlier, bro. And I don't mean to cut you off here, but I just thought about some shit earlier, bro. I was taking a shower, my nigga. And so for some reason, some of my best ideas, some of my best thoughts come when I'm in the shower. I finally realized that I'm my worst critic, but I'm not my biggest fan.
Mm.
Have you ever thought about that? I'm my worst critic, bro, but I'm not my biggest fan.
Now the question becomes why? Why are you not your biggest fan, bro?
Bro, I tell motherfuckers all the time, but I don't think people. It's when I say it, sometimes it sounds arrogant as fuck. Even when I listen back to this shit and edit, but people think I'm a dope motherfucker.
I think you're a dope motherfucker, bro.
But I don't see that because I'm my worst critic. I'm too busy focused on the bullshit. I'm too busy focused on my quote unquote flaws. You know what I'm saying? The shit that I deem as flaws, the shit that I know I'm dealing with that I feel like I can perfect. And I talked last episode, last time, what was not last week, but the 2 weeks ago, episode was called Perfection Doesn't Exist. I know that, but my mentality for the last 26 years wasn't brought up like that. I was built up Mamba mentality, nigga. Kobe, fuck that. You do it till you get it right. So can't nobody do it better than you. So it's hard to turn that switch off. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you want to achieve certain shit. So it's like I'm too busy focused on the shit that I know I need to perfect to get to certain levels.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see the dope shit. I don't think I'm the best big brother. I'm the best son, the best cousin, nephew, friend. I don't think none of that shit. Even when we chopped it up, you telling me how you like to set up. You think I'm dope at what I'm doing. Nigga, I think I'm still struggling. You know what I'm saying? I be listening to this shit in the edit like, bro, should I even put this bullshit out? But it's the people that like that shit. So it's like I just thought about that. Like I'm my worst critic, but I'm not my biggest fan. Like that, and that's a problem that I work on. That's why I'm in therapy. That's why I deal with my anxiety and depression and mood swings. But I just like that I'm self-aware, I guess.
You know what though, bro? I gotta be real with you. That is one fantastic fucking realization that you just had, bro. Because now you're at a point where you can become like you can go further with that, right? You can be
Yeah.
like, okay, why am I not my biggest fan, bro? Why are all these people telling me I'm dope, but I don't think I'm dope? And then you start to find the answers, bro. And this is honestly, bro, this is what reflection time and meditation can really help you with, bro. Because meditation, you know how when you asked me the question, I told you it was one of the best gifts that I gave myself, bro. It's like I look at it as a period in time in the day, and I usually do mine in the morning, before I start my day. I
Yeah.
usually take the time, make the time to give to myself where I don't have to do shit. I don't have to answer nobody questions. I'm just with me, myself, and I, bro. I'm like getting to know me more on another level, bro. I'm
Yeah.
exploring like my own potential, why I think I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck if people think they're arrogant, bro. Like to be real, bro. Like people opinions is like assholes, bro. Everybody got one, bro. On some real shit, bro. So
Yeah.
like I'm like they gonna talk. They gonna talk one way or another. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna live my life, bro. I'm gonna live my life based on my own standards, not nobody else's, bro. And I've learned that about because I've given myself that time to explore the inner depths of who the fuck I am, who the fuck CL is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm learning every day what that is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we all got a voice in our heads, bro. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that voice, it'll try to fucking influence you to like, do other things. Oh, you always used to do things this way, Chris. You should do things this way, but bro, you wrestle in your mind all the time. And I realized, actually, bro, I control that voice, and that voice doesn't control me, bro. So like, for instance, like there'll be some days I don't want to go to the gym. I'm like, but I committed the night before. I'm like, I'm going to the gym today. And the next morning, my mind is like, nah, bro, you can give yourself a day off. Nah, you ain't gotta do all that shit. And I'm like, nah, fuck that, bro. You committed, bro. Your word is fucking strong, bro. Like you do things with integrity. Like don't go back on your commitment. And then you have these conversations with yourself, bro. And then that's when you can really get moving, bro, in the direction that you want to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to control your vessel, bro, by controlling your mind and controlling your thoughts, bro. And it really comes. It's a practice that I'm trying to get better at every day. And I try to pay attention to the voices in my head, bro, and navigate those in the direction that I want to go. Rather, because if you don't, bro, it's gonna take you to where you didn't even expect to go. Sometimes that's why for so long I think I was ending up in random ass places where I was like, how the fuck did I even get to this place, bro? Because I went with the flow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I wasn't in control of myself and I wasn't aware of like the situations I was putting myself in, I ended up over there. I was like, how the fuck did I get here, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I guess to answer your question, bro, like meditation, bro, it really like if you do it consistently enough, and you kind of get past that point of like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? I'm doing it wrong. And you beating yourself up about the shit. Yeah. You really give yourself enough time, bro. You're going to see results just like anything else, right? The more time you spend in the gym, you're going to get bigger muscles, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't going to get a dope ass body like the first time you go to the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you got to put that time in. You put that time in anything. You put that time in anything. And that's true. That's real shit you just said. You put that time in anything. You get better at it. You know what? No, I'm sorry, CL. I'm sorry. I gotta disagree. The only nigga that's done something in human history for an extreme length of time and got worse at it is Russell Westbrook. That nigga gets ass. How the fuck you 14 years in the league and your decision making get worse? Bitch ass nigga, I'm on your ass. I ain't letting up. I'm all in his mention, CL. I'm on his ass.
I'm crying, bro. I don't know if you can see the tears, bro.
And that nigga suck. CL, the nigga used to shoot 80% from the free throw line, my nigga. He's shooting 65 now. How the fuck you shoot worse 14 years later?
Oh man, bro.
Man, look.
Funny, bro.
But that's the gist of this podcast, bro. We talk about serious shit, but now all of a sudden a joke come out no fucking way.
I love that shit, bro. I'm gonna remember that all day. I'm probably gonna remember that joke all week, bro. You should do some stand up, man, on some real shit, bro. I bet you kill it on stage, bro.
But I do want to, but in all seriousness, I do want to say it was important to talk about this because, just speaking from an African American, a young African American in this country, and predominantly my audience is, African American, young African American men. 30% is ladies, though. Shout out to the ladies. What's up with y'all? Slide in my DMs. But I realized that, and it don't even have to be a race thing. We all go through so much turmoil internally, but we all not tapped in with meditation. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure I brought on this platform a different spin, a different view on things, because I talk about, my everyday life. I talk about politics. I talk about pop culture and shit like that. And sometimes a lot of shit be some bullshit. Like even last week I was talking about, Nelly and Lil Fizz and Isaiah Rashad and shit like that. And them niggas, they leaking way more than music. But we don't talk about the inner demons people go through. And I think when people tapping in with meditation, something I want to get into, and you talked about how you got into it because it was free. You walked into a free session. And even with me, when I talk about therapy, it was easy for me to go because I went through my job's EAP program. I didn't have to pay for it. A lot of people are hesitant when they got to come out their own pocket. But when you present something to somebody that like, hey, yo, this can help you out and it's free, ain't no reason for them not to try it out. And once all it takes is for you to try. You know what I'm saying? Once you try that one time, you good. Because that's the hardest part is walking through them doors. It's like even that car ride there. I remember my first car ride to my first therapy session, CL. And I'm gonna take the friends of the show behind the curtain. My car ride to my first therapy session was the weirdest shit of my life. Because I knew where I was going. I knew why I was going there. And I had to be content with that. I had to be content with knowing that, okay, nigga, you have a problem. Not nobody else can tell you have a problem. Once I make my mind up on shit, I'm set. Once I made my mind up that I had a problem, I didn't make that shit up into the last red light until I got to the fucking destination. Like, nigga, I was bumping Chief Keef. Like, nigga, I'm like, man, fuck this bullshit. Nigga, you can't tell me shit. I'm like, these bitches love Sosa. But that last red light, you know what I'm saying? Until I got to the fucking therapist, I was like, yo, my nigga, you got a problem. Because I was putting it off until I got to the last red light. I said, nah, nigga, you really got a problem. And I was like, what was I? I was like, I'm 26 now. I was what, 21? No, I was 20. I was 20 years old. I was 20 years old when I decided that. Because I knew the trauma I was dealing with on the inside. But I want to ask you about spiritual living. You know what I'm saying? We talked about in the pre-meet, we chopped up a little bit about that, but I came across a lot of your content. And you're a very positive person. Like I said at the top of the show, neighborhood hope dealer. You beyond, you know what I'm saying, the Beyond Measure podcast. You're big on, you know what I'm saying, positivity and getting positive vibes out to the people. I want to talk about spiritual living, bro. The benefits of spiritual living and what it's done for you in your lifetime so far.
Man, that's a beautiful topic of discussion, fam. I'll tell you right now, bro. I heard, and it's this is gonna be random as fuck, bro. But I heard Jim Carrey of all people, bro, motherfucking Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber, bro. I heard a quote that he did one time at a speech that he was giving, where he said, "We're not human beings having spiritual experiences. We're spiritual beings having human experiences." That is, to me.
Say that one more time for the bitch ass niggas in the back, please, CL.
Got you, man. Here we go. For all y'all in the back, here we go. We are not human beings having spiritual experiences. We are spiritual beings having human experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that hit me, bro, like I was confused as fuck first when I first heard it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to repeat it a couple of times before I was able to fully dissect it. I was like, what the fuck is this motherfucker talking about? And then I said, Jim Carrey, man, of all people, this motherfucker, Ace Ventura telling me this shit. I'm like, let me listen to this shit, bro. And so, like, that just told me, bro, like, look, we all gonna die at some point, Hatch, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes we have these spiritual awakenings and this and that. We like to say that and shit like that, but not knowing that, bro, we all got a spirit, we all got a soul. We here for a limited amount of time, but when we ultimately pass and our physical bodies decay and are just brought back to the earth, our spirit continues to live on. Nip's spirit is still with us. Kobe's spirit is still with us. The people that have come and went are still with us, bro. They might not be here on a physical plane, but when we think about them, we can feel their energy. When we tap into the gifts that they left us, you know, the lessons, the energy, the love, all that shit. They left us these gifts on this plane, bro, to inspire us to keep moving forward, to give our gifts, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the human experience, having a spiritual experience. But you got to realize, bro, within you is the power of a real spirit that's gonna continue forever, bro. And I know that might go over some folks' head, bro, but that's the reason why I call myself CL the Source, because we tapped into the source, bro. The source is infinite, bro. The universe, bro. Like the universe is literally infinite, bro. You got your spirit, bro. And I think that's the reason why we connected, fam. It's just like game recognized game. Our
Yeah,
spirit recognize, yo, this guy's on this wavelength, bro. Like that's where I'm at too, bro.
yeah,
It's a bigger reason why we doing this shit, bro. On some real shit. You know what I'm saying? We may not always be able to put words behind why we do what we do, but it's for a bigger fucking reason, bro. And I believe in that, bro. The universe is fucking ginormous, bro. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? We can't even words can't even fully describe what the fucking universe is. It's infinite. It's
yeah,
divine. It's all these fucking crazy ass terms that we can come up with. But that's to me what, in a nutshell, what spirituality is. And all I'm doing, bro, is just every moment and every opportunity I get, every chance I wake up in the morning and to live again, is try to
mhm.
explore that even further, bro. And when you do that, bro, you come up with some profound, wild answers, and you're just like, I get excited about this shit because I'm like, damn, that shit is wild, bro. That shit blew my mind type shit. And
Yeah,
I'm trying to explore that further and further and then live that way too, bro. And just try to really just share that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I definitely feel you. I definitely feel you. I'm definitely trying to get there as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I think I'm getting there. I think I'm turning the corner on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm rapping. I'm running second base right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm coming around second base on the whole
Can
thing
I,
because
can I tell you something? Can I tell you something that Mike could be
go
able to
ahead,
help you?
go ahead.
Don't look outward for it, bro. Look inward.
Mm,
Look within yourself, bro. The universe is within you, bro. It's not in outer space, bro. It is, but it's in you, bro. That eternal source you're looking for is
yeah,
in you. So this is what therapy is really trying to help you do, is trying to get you to explore yourself. And a lot of times we don't want to do that, bro, because for me too, bro. I'm very much I was very much that way. I was scared to go within myself because I was like, what the fuck am I gonna come up with, bro? I had all these traumas, I had all these reasons, you know what I'm saying? Like I held on to these different identities, you know,
yeah,
or these different qualities about my identity of who I thought I was.
yeah.
But really, bro, like that's just all in the fucking past, bro. Once you learn how to make peace with that shit and let go of that shit, bro, you start to discover that infinite well that's within you, bro. So don't look outwards, bro. Look inwards. Do the inner work, bro. It's not gonna be easy though, Hatch, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna have moments where you want to break down. You might even want to cry. You might want to yell and shout. You might want to fucking punch the wall. But like when you do that shit and try to understand it, bro, like further and further, and you trust yourself enough to just keep going further,
Yeah.
you're gonna come out strong, bro. Even stronger, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, that shit right there can really help you out. Direct that energy inward, bro.
Fact. Nice. I'm gonna take your advice on that, bro. I truly am, because I do find myself sometimes looking outward for that bullshit. When I should be looking inward and make that shit golden. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take your advice on that, bro. I truly am, and I'm gonna let you know how that shit
Please
worked
do.
for me. You know what I'm saying? Down the line.
Share it
Uh,
with all of us, bro. Real talk. We need to hear that stuff because
oh, for sure,
I'm saying it's inspiring, bro. You know what I'm saying?
for
Like that's
sure.
we all go through shit, bro, in our lives, bro. I think that's one of the reasons why you on this podcast, right? You want to share your story so that
Yeah,
other folks can relate. They can hear your voice, bro. And be like, I ain't the only one that went through this shit. And it's like, man,
right.
look at what Hatch doing. Look at what CL doing. You know what I'm saying I could do that for myself. And it's like giving ourselves that gift, bro.
Facts, and I just be wanting to let niggas know, like, nor- normal. I'm a normal nigga doing this. You know what I mean?
Me
Like
too.
a lot of times, with like it's some of the weirdest shit in the world. But a lot of times people see me doing this podcast and they be like, yo, nigga, I can't believe you doing this. Like, nigga, I'm the same nigga that we was out playing basketball every day. I'm the same nigga. All I did was turn on a fucking microphone.
Facts.
The reason why I'm doing this, but you know the biggest, the biggest fucking like the biggest praise I get from this shit is when like I get hit up from like it be from fans, like people I don't like saying fans, friends of the show hit me up that I don't know, and they tell me how dope the show is and shit like that. That shit feel great. But it's something about when like niggas I grew up with, my uncles, my cousins, my aunties, when they tell me like what I'm doing is inspiring them, that's when I'm like, okay, the message about this podcast is truly getting across. Because that's why I'm putting it out there. If it was up to me, CL, no bullshit, I would record these episodes and never put them out. They would be like in a straight vault somewhere.
Mhm.
And when I get old and retire, and when I had kids or some shit, they'll just be able to listen to the free game. Because I was doing that shit to my little brother. I was just everything I'm saying on this podcast, my little brother has heard 1,000 fucking times. He's somewhere sitting back like, Brian, listen to that fucking podcast. Nigga, I've been listening to that shit all my fucking life. So it's like I just said, fuck it. Let me just say this to somebody else now. So that's all this podcast has been. So it's like I truly understand what you're saying when it comes to that. But I do want to tap into something you mentioned earlier. You know, so you talking about we all gonna die when we talking about the spirituality thing. And it brought me back to something I listened to and one of your past episodes. You did one of your guests. I think it was Smooth. I'm not sure. No, I said it was Jay Fax. I keep saying the wrong name first. Shout out to Jay Fax. I may tap in with him as well.
Dude, please do, bro.
Yeah, I may tap in with him as well. But you talked about something in that episode, and you was talking about death. And I want to ask you about death. I want to ask you, is there beauty in death? Because you just mentioned we all gonna die. We all know that. That's one thing we know is gonna happen. And sometimes I think of life as a movie. There's always fascination in the ending. You know what I'm saying? That just depends on who's directing that movie. If it's a whack ass movie, it's a whack ass ending. But if it's a good ass movie, you're very content with the ending of the fucking movie, and the completion is the best part of it. So I want to ask you, is there beauty in death, and what is your views on death? Because you mentioned something in that episode that I want to see if you can harp back on that.
100%, man. Thank you for asking the question, bro. And man, I gotta preface this by saying that I just began my kind of, I guess, reprogramming and retraining my mind as to the concept of death and changing my understanding in relationship to death. Because I think for so long, I probably looked at death as like a bad thing, because it's like everybody was like, oh man, like every time I got to go to a funeral, it's like all sad, like people get depressed. It's all, you know what I'm saying? Like you lose someone, you have this idea of loss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rather than understanding that when we pass on to the next life or whatever you believe, like that person gave their gifts, or at least, especially like you said, if it was a good movie, like they lived their life and they gave their gifts. Like we know Kobe emptied the tank. We know fucking Nip emptied the tank, bro. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers like that, like Tupac, he emptied the motherfucking tank until the day he was gone, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it, bro. To answer your question, I believe there's beauty in death, in accepting death, because you never know when you're gonna go. We know we're gonna go, but when we go is what we don't know, right? So if you live that way, like you could die tomorrow, not necessarily go fucking go crazy with whatever the fuck you're doing, but just like knowing that like our time is limited on this earth, you start to take your work a lot more serious. Like you start to understand, when you truly understand your purpose, and you just like, I don't know how much time I got left. Let me give what I got.
Yeah.
That to be real, Hatch, bro. That's why I've been working so much harder on my shit. Once I started realizing, like, yo, we all on a fucking ticking time clock, bro. We gonna expire like that motherfucking carton of milk in the fridge, bro. At some point, we better drink that motherfucker. I'm trying to drink life as much as I can, fam.
And even if you got almond milk, bitch ass niggas, that shit expire too. Because I'm an almond milk drinking nigga too. That shit expire a year later, but that shit still expires. Everything expires, except for your inner goals on yourself.
Hey, I feel that. I'm lactose intolerant my damn self too, bro.
Hey, almond milk, hey, that's the best thing since sliced bread, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ever since I've been getting that shit, I've been eating cookies and milk. I've been dipping my cookies in the milk and shit. Like I'm a big ass kid now. Hey, that shit took me way back.
That's hella funny, bro. You gotta get the hazelnut joints though, bro. Them's the ones.
Hazelnut milk.
Hazelnut almond milk, bro. It's like flavored with hazelnut. That shit's fire, bro.
I'm gonna check that. Where that shit at?
You can get it at Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's. It'd be different brands of the shit.
I'm sliding Whole Foods, but I don't fuck with Sprouts, bro. Sprouts smell like a fucking man. That shit stink. Look, for all the friends of the show, if you want to know one thing about OG Hatch, man, OG Hatch does not shop in any fucking grocery store that smell like a fucking farm. I know that shit's supposed to give you the natural feel. Like, oh, these are the grapes straight from the farm. Man, fuck that, my nigga. I ain't trying to smell that, my nigga. Like, I hate that shit, bro. I walked in the Sprouts for the first time and turned right around. That shit got a farm must to it. That shit is horrible. That shit is horrible, dog. Um, I
That's
tapped
so
in. I tapped in. Well, it's funny that we're talking about the beauty and death. And I wanted to bring this on the podcast because I even told you. I think it was in the preview I told you about this. And all the friends of the show know this by now about me. And it's a sad way of thinking, but it's something I'm trying to shake. I've always pretty much planned for death. I've always planned my life to pretty much end. Not it's will be. I always plan for my movie to be over at the age of 30. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to my dad. I always thought he was my Jordan, I'm Kobe type shit. Everything he did is fucking incredible. His life stories are amazing. Even the shit you would think is horrible, the way people talk about it is like, this nigga was King Kong. Can't nobody touch this. It's the craziest shit in the world. And everybody loved him. So I was like, the only thing I can really do that my pops didn't do in life was reach the age of 30. And I was content on that being my trophy, my NBA championship. I was content on me hitting the game winner and walking off and receiving that as my prize. And as I get older, I try to shake that thinking. But as I really think about it, bro, me living that in that mindset is why I became so quote unquote successful. You know what I mean? People think I'm successful in life because I've always been on the clock. Nigga, I feel like my time is coming up soon. I gotta get shit done. If I felt like I had all my life to live, if I felt like I was gonna live to 70, have kids, grandkids, big fucking houses and white picket fences, I would probably be in a total different space right now. I wouldn't have the drive to be successful because I would think I had time. Like, I'm 26 now and I'm getting close to 30, so I'm trying to get away from that mindset and like shake I'm gonna die at 30 type shit. But it's like I can't because that's what's keeping me going. That's what's keeping me want to talk to people like you. That's what's keeping me want to bring these conversations to people and work 2 jobs and still try to set good example for my little brother. That's what's keeping me trying to do this. That's what's trying to keep me to be a new leader in the next generation. It's because, nigga, I got to get shit done. It reminds me of what people were talking about with Tupac. It was like, yeah, before that nigga died, he was in the studio going crazy.
Oh, crazy.
He was finna because he felt his time was coming up. You know what I'm saying? People always look at that and just focus on this nigga think he finna die. That's such a sad way of thinking. It is, but it's like, look what he accomplished. Look what he accomplished in such a short time frame because he thought his clock was ticking. And then compare that to the motherfuckers who was just chilling because time was on their side. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think. I asked everybody to just think about that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm crazy, but that's why it's called the thin line between genius and insanity.
There you go. Hey, and you know what, bro? That's interesting that you say this, man, because what I'm thinking was you said that, bro, is like the question that I've been kind of like diving into a little bit more. It's like, okay, all of us die, but how many of us really live? And it's crazy, bro, because again, we all gonna pass away, and we think that we gonna make it to whatever age we think we're gonna make it to. Nobody knows for damn sure. But
Yeah,
within that time, every time we get a chance, why not live, bro? Why not give? And to me, living is giving your gift, bro. Understanding what you have to give to this earth before you leave, bro.
yeah,
Empty the fucking tank. That's what I mean about the shit. And I feel like I recently discovered my gift is able to communicate and be able to connect with other people, and I love it because I feel so aligned with it, bro. So that's why I'm working so much harder, Hatch, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy we doing this shit. And what you're saying is super important. That sense of urgency that you feel because we know we're gonna pass away. We just don't know when that shit's gonna be.
yeah.
So the book that you're referring to that I picked up and read was Nipsey Hustle. I've referenced Nipsey Hustle so many times in this episode already, bro. And
All time great.
he's one of the goats to me for sure. And the sad thing about it though, bro, and I'll admit this, I never started listening to his music until he passed, bro. You know,
Okay.
yeah, but I got his message, bro. I got the gifts that he left by the way he lived his life, bro. And in this book, I got to explore who, what made him who I knew him to be, which is this stoic leader, which is this amazing person that went through adversity, like real adversity in his life, and came out on top every single time. Like whether it be the police just jacking his shit, whether it be, getting kicked out of this studio where he felt like everything was turning a corner and shit like that. Like so many different things, bro. But he also lived his life just the way we're talking right now in terms of like, I know I'm gonna pass sometime. Like he felt that there's always so much work to do. He was like, bro. So anytime he got a chance to work, he was working his ass off, bro. He was doing what he was intended to do. And when that time came, unfortunately, at the hands of Eric Holder, whatever the fucking
some hating ass bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It fucking pains my heart to hear that shit, bro. But again, we just don't know when it's gonna be or how it's gonna be either, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even the risk when we set foot outside our door, bro, we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen out there, Hatch, bro. We get on the freeway, a dumb motherfucker can ramsack us in the back, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gone. So knowing this, bro, like I read at the end of the book, it was the most revealing part of the book to me, bro. I got so much from the book, but the thing that stuck with me the most was at the end was when Nipsey Hussle's mom, she was getting approached by a bunch of fans and everybody like telling, oh, I'm so sorry about your son. I'm so sad. It makes me so sad. They were crying and shit like that. But she would console them by saying, please don't be sad. Be happy because my son finally found out the truth. He knew that before his time was up, like he knew the secret to life was to prepare for death. And that shit fucking rocked my world, bro. I was like, because I think at the time I was already starting to shape my mind and start thinking about death and changing the relationship and my understanding to it. And now I look at it as like, bro, okay, like when we pass, bro, it's inevitable. Nobody is exempt from this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think motherfuckers is trying to find the fountain of youth and trying to, do what they can to live as long as they can. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, bro, there's gonna come a time where we're gonna meet our maker, bro. So what are you gonna do with that time that you have, bro? You gonna be doing bullshit, shit that is unfulfilling to you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be wasting your time on some bullshit, or you gonna fucking live life, bro? Give your gift, whatever that means to you, whatever your purpose is, like whatever folks' purpose is. When you find that shit, live in that shit as often as you can, bro. And I'm trying to build my lifestyle around this shit, fam. You know what I'm
saying? And that's why I wanted to bring you on the pod, bro, because this is the conversation that people need to hear. This is the shit that people need to understand that we all on the clock. We all gotta break the mold eventually. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta choose the fucking red pill eventually, my nigga. As much as we want to take the blue pill, as much as I come on the podcast and my quick and say, man, just keep me in the matrix. Eventually, you gotta take that motherfucker. If you truly want to live life. Eventually you gotta take the red pill, bro. Even if you do some shit and you fail, you try. You gotta be able to live with failure. You gotta be able to live with that. If you just cool and being content and just going with the flow, then you're not gonna be achieve what you could have been.
You said this to me earlier, Hatch, bro. Not to cut you off. You said this to me earlier, and it was beautiful. You said you learn more from your fucking mistakes and shit like that than you do from your successes, bro. It's like there's so much data that you get from failing, bro, like, and making mistakes. Like, you can analyze, okay, what did I do wrong? It's the reason why after a team loses a game, they're going to analyze the film and look at the breakdowns and the plays and the shit like that. We can do the same thing in our lives. Like, okay, if we fall, pick yourself back up, but don't fucking miss the lesson in the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking look at what you did, analyze that shit. Don't beat yourself up because that's toxic, bro. You don't want to fucking like beat yourself up. Be like, oh, I'm a fucking shitty person for making a mistake. Accept the mistake for what it is and extract the motherfucking lesson, bro. And then that lesson, can be turned into a motherfucking blessing, bro.
And that's CEO, the source from the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast, coming from your head tops.
Yes,
Coming from your fucking head tops. Let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this, because we got a few more things we want to tap into before we get you up out of here.
sure.
I want to ask you this. In 2022, we talked about meditation. We talked about, finding your inner, dedicating your energy to your inner source and your inner universe and things of that nature. In 2022, so we talked about it in pre-meet, and I said, we all kind of living a celebrity lifestyle now. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you popping or not, create an Instagram, nigga, you a celebrity. I want to ask you, do you think it's harder to avoid distractions in 2022?
100%. It is difficult, but if it wasn't difficult, it wouldn't, and getting past that shit, it wouldn't be worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? Now I live by this quote that I actually recently came across now, bro. It's starve your distractions and feed your focus, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different things that are built, literally designed to hijack your attention, bro. Dude, time is our most valuable fucking asset. We clearly just talked about we on a time clock, bro. We all gonna have to punch out this motherfucker. Like, we don't know when it's gonna be, how it's gonna be, all this shit. You feel me?
See, they got the comic movies coming.
For real.
You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Time is not on our side, motherfucker.
It's our most valuable asset, which is why all these things are designed to steal our attention. That is our time.
Yeah.
And it's stealing away from what we designed to do. So to answer your question, yes, it's really fucking hard, but things are hard for a reason, bro. And if you really fucking break past that shit, you see nothing but green field in front of you, bro. So now I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that like I don't struggle with the shit. I still watch sports all the time. I love sports, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I love basketball, football. I'm into baseball low key. You know what I'm saying? I listen to music all the time. And like some of these things you need to do, bro, like to give yourself pleasure, like to reward yourself. But now I live by a kind of general rule of thumb now, Hatch, bro, where it's like, okay, it's okay to indulge, but not to overindulge. For me, I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna, for instance, if I'm gonna eat a burger, or if I'm gonna, okay, actually, I'm gonna scratch that. If I'm gonna watch a movie or something like that, I gotta know that day I put in hella work, bro. I put in like hella work. Like I went to the gym. I fucking knocked out a podcast. I did writing. I did my meditation. I knew I was super productive that day. And then I reward myself by giving myself some time to do what I want to do. Watch a TV show, watch a movie, whatever. Now I don't want to fucking just binge and just fucking let that shit all my time dissipate.
Consume all your time, yeah.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, it's fucking hard. But I think if you treat it like a reward system rather than kind of like something that you're like, oh, I just had a long ass day of work today, I'm just gonna veg out in front of the fucking TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when it can become bad for your health in terms of you're not giving yourself that time. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes sense, bro.
No, I follow you. Work hard, play hard. I definitely follow you. Work hard, play hard. I definitely understand what you're saying. Let me ask you this. Moving on. Let me ask you this. When did you learn to simplify life? And I asked that question, and with the point of view of you being such a positive person. We talked about, the shit you went through in your early 20s. You dipped and dabbing into the streets. You dipped and dabbing in the fast life. You dipped and dabbing with your heavyweight bout with cancer. Actually, I should say bobbing and weaving instead of dipping and dabbing with your heavyweight fight with cancer and winning that shit. And once again, congratulations to that as well. I want to say you took all of those experiences in life and you're projecting positive vibes onto other people, onto your platform. And that's what you use your platform to do. And that's pretty much what this whole conversation has been about: positivity and meditation and spiritual living and things of that nature, give people a different outlook on life. I always think people that reach that level or that mindset has simplified life. Because I always say, like, life living is easy. You know what I'm saying? Life shit is easy for real. It's the other shit that we actually do, the extracurriculars that we bring into our life that make this shit so difficult. So I want to ask you, as a positive person, as positive CEO of the Source, you know what I'm saying, host of the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast, make sure I check that out. When did you learn to simplify your life, bro? And how did you? And how did you as well?
That is a great question, and it's an interesting one, man. You know, it's actually I could probably pinpoint precisely when I started recognizing that that there's brilliance in simplicity. I don't know if you remember the brand, Diamond brand. I think it's still pretty active, bro. It's like a clothing brand. It's pretty big out here in California. Diamond brand, Nikki Diamonds and all them.
Yeah, I
I
know
was,
something.
I was out in LA one time out on Fairfax Ave where they got a bunch of dope shit, bro. A bunch of dope stores. And one of their fucking concepts or their, mantras or whatever is, there's simplicity, like there's brilliance in simplicity. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And then you start to break that down. At least I started to break that down. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I was like, bro, okay. So it's like when you get to the point with your shit, bro, and you ain't got all this crazy ass shit on your shit, bro. It's just straight to the point, and it's clean and it's refined and it's just simple. There's brilliance in that shit, bro. And there's beauty in that shit, man. And fast forward, bro. I came across a documentary. You might know it. It's called Minimalism or by the Minimalist on Netflix. And their whole concept is just about deconstructing the idea of, having more things to make us happy. It's actually the opposite way, bro. It's like having quality things, not necessarily more shit, but having quality things, even relationships. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even about having hella people around me, Hatch, bro. It's more about the quality of my relationships, bro. Like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like I still got love for everybody, but that just don't mean I can't be around everybody. I used to be that way, bro. Then I overextended myself. So I recognize a lot of my, I guess difficulties that I had was because I was extending myself in all sorts of different ways, feeling like I needed to keep up with the Joneses per se, you know what I'm saying? And have all the fanciest shit. And I just felt it was the same thing I was telling you, bro. I was looking outward for that happiness, for that validation, for that fulfillment. And then you start to look inside, you just like, bro, like you said, life ain't that fucking difficult, bro. It's just us. Like we tend to fucking make it more difficult when it's really simple, bro. Like I just came back from the beach today, my G. I needed to give myself some motherfucking time because I had been going so hard, bro. I got off work late last night. I said, bro, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get me a fucking good ass coffee. I'm gonna treat myself to a good coffee, and I'm gonna go walk on the motherfucking beach, bro, and just clear my mind and just tapped in with nature, bro. And it's a simple thing that we can do for ourselves, but it has such a profound impact, bro. It really like for me, it's like filling my cup every day, and we can do that any fucking time. It ain't got to be the beach. You can go out to the motherfucking park, bro. Whatever you need to do for yourself to fucking fill your cup, bro, and get yourself back to a place where you can, do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that for ourselves, bro.
Facts, man. That's real shit. That's real motherfucking me shit. Fill your fucking cup. Get a refill, why don't you? Get a fucking refill.
Get double up. Come on now.
Right. Let's tap in with your content. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying? We plugged your podcast. Well, I've plugged your podcast a few times. We got the ticker going across that we ESPN in this bitch. I want to ask you, what got you into the space? You know what I'm saying? The space of creating content, bro. I know what got me here. You know what I'm saying? Just, I tell people all the time, growing up, I really didn't know what I wanted to be in life. But around the age of 17, 18, I was like, I can see myself on ESPN. I can see myself on some Stephen A. Smith shit. So that's what I wanted to do. I went to school for business management, but a minor in journalism. I graduated, got my degree and shit like that. So and when I was in high school, I did the behind the scenes on the school news type shit. You know what I'm saying? I wrote good papers in college. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't surprise me that I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you just truly sit back and think about life, you kind of see the steps that you took to where you got in life. It's
Right.
never a surprise when certain people get to certain, situations. Either the nigga that was skipping class in school, it ain't a surprise when he in and out of jail. It just ain't a surprise. It's a pattern to certain shit in life. The girl that was always focused on the books, it ain't a surprise when she the CEO or she in HR somewhere getting some
Right.
big bread.
Because you're putting in the work.
Putting in the work. And the patterns start when you're young. So I want to ask you, what got you into the space of content creating? Did you see yourself being here?
Man, you know what? That's so funny that you asked that because I didn't see myself doing this shit, bro. If you think about it, podcasting is relatively new, bro. I don't even know how long it's been around.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, I probably discovered podcasting maybe 4-5 years ago, which is not that long ago, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
not that long.
I was like, what the fuck is podcasting, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I fell in love with it because, you referenced the Matrix, bro, and I always reference the Matrix too, bro. So, you know how when Neo was uploading all that information to his head, all they got to do is plug that motherfucker in, and then he could be a
Yeah.
helicopter, he could be a fucking kung fu master. This and
Yeah.
bro, I look at podcasts of like, okay, I could just throw my AirPods in, bro, and I can literally hear some of the most brilliant people that have like all these experiences, and they're sharing it, bro. So I felt like it was like a straight drip to the brain, bro. So I fell in love with it immediately, and from then I just started soaking up hella game, bro. And then I started realizing within myself, man, that like I love to talk, bro. Like I feel like communication is something that I excel at and I love to do, bro. And it's something you can get better at every single day by adding to your vocabulary and shit like that. And similar to you, bro. Like I always was watching the talking heads on TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the Stephen A. Smiths, the Skip Baylesses, and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And, I loved it, bro. It was something that I naturally gravitated to, bro. So I was like, and I would find myself arguing back with these motherfuckers on the TV. I'm like,
and, and thinking your points was way more valid.
for real, bro. For
Hey,
real.
I'd be on the couch like, don't make me get my sources on the phone, Stephen A.
Real shit, bro. Sources. Come on, bro. Come on, man. But you know what, man? It was my story, very similar to yours, bro. And I just, I actually it's funny you mentioned that you were in journalism. I felt like when I was younger, I loved writing, bro. I felt like I had a passion for it, you know what I'm saying? But I never been a school guy, bro. I ain't
Oh,
graduated college, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like
hate that shit. Trust me.
I still like the idea of a classroom, like aside from the females, is really kind of like it still doesn't. It does. I don't gravitate to it. That was the only reason I was going back to school, bro. Like in college,
Yeah.
bro, it was females, bro, and like But anyway, like podcasting with it being like relatively new, I was like, bro, I could do this shit, bro. I could create my own platform. I don't need to be on fucking ESPN or any of these other platforms. Like, yeah, that would be amazing at some point. That's something I hope to manifest at some point, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That would be
Hell yeah.
amazing, bro. But at the same time, I'm gonna start where I'm at, bro. And this gives us the tools to really just do that, bro. And you can do it on your own terms, how you want to do it.
Mhm.
Look at your podcast, bro. We over here, we just having a blast. I'm having a blast talking to you, bro.
Yeah, it's
For
just an open conversation.
you know,
And I tell everybody, to all the friends of the show, you would think that me and CL knew each other for years at this point.
mm-mm.
This is literally our first con. This is our first con. Well, this is our second con because the pre-meet, but this is our first time straight meeting each other, talking and going in depth on everything. Like I said, it's an open conversation, brother. The vibe is real, so I definitely I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, vice versa, bro. Vice versa, fam. Like real talk, bro. I told you from Jump Street, bro, that I felt that your vibe was hella cool. Your level of preparation, everything you did leading up to this point. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely fucking with Hatch for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I love the podcast idea, what you doing with the space, bro. And just like fucking authenticity is real, bro, because it's so rare to find real motherfuckers nowadays, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So
Nice.
stop. I stopped looking for real motherfuckers. I just turned into a real motherfucker, and
Mm,
you just attract that shit. You attract good vibes, and that's the reason why I try to be more positive, bro. Is because like you attract what you are, not what you want, bro. Like if you a positive motherfucker, guess what's gonna happen, bro? That's the reason why, bro. I feel like we found each other, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? Like, bro, you a positive dude, whether you really give yourself credit for that or not, bro. I'm telling you outright right now, bro. Your spirit is dope. Know that about
Appreciate
yourself, fam.
Appreciate that, and I'm definitely trying to be positive. I definitely believe in karma. I tell the friends that shit all the time. I believe in karma. I'm trying to do good shit so good shit can happen to me. Because I've done bad shit and bad shit has happened.
Mhm.
So if you gonna tell me karma ain't real, so where the fuck was you on them nights where I needed you? Cause I know what karma was, kicking my ass.
Oh, hell yeah. You know what, bro? The common phrase that we hear all the time, karma's a bitch, right? Karma
Mm,
ain't gotta be a bitch, or if it's gonna be a bitch, it could be your bottom bitch, bro. It could be your best bitch, bro.
mm,
On some real shit. Like if you treat the understanding of karma the right way, try to make the best decisions that you can in your life every single day, that's what's gonna return to you. But if you an asshole motherfucker, you doing harm to other people, you know for damn sure you're doing wrong, bro, guess what's gonna come returning to you, bro? You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? And if you just make that switch, bro, like once you realize it's like I'm the one causing all this fucking harm to myself, bro, I can just flip that switch, bro, and I can attract so many better things in my life. I know that sounds like on some hippy dippy woo woo
Ah,
spiritual shit, bro, but I swear to God, it's that simple, bro. On some
that's
real
what
ass
it just simplifies life. Sometimes the hippy dippy shit be the shit that's so simple. That's people look at it as hippy dippy when they try to look at life as much more complex. When it's like, nah, but they was right. Nigga, just chill the fuck out. It ain't that big of a deal. It's only because of big of a deal when you start adding more elements to the bullshit. So I'm definitely with you on that. Um, how would you know what I'm saying? How would you describe your content though? Like how would you describe your content and what is the overall message of your podcast and what the goal? Because I think everybody that creates a podcast, they have a message and a goal. Like I
shit.
tapped in earlier, like when I have people close to me that grew up with me, that know me, that help raise me, tell me that I'm inspiring them and I'm helping them break out of their shells and shit like that, and that lets me know that my message is being received well. So I want to ask you, like, what is the overall message and how would you overall describe your content?
Thank you for asking that question, fam. Real
Yep.
talk. That's an important question for me to answer because I named the podcast the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast for a reason, bro. And I really wanted to serve as a reminder to anyone that listens to it, anyone that catches wind of the shit, that you are blessed beyond measure, bro. Like there is something always to be grateful for. There are blessings that you are just not giving enough credit to. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, again, we look outwards for things that we feel like we don't have because we trying to keep up with the Joneses. We comparing our lives to other people. And it's so easy to do that nowadays in the social media
Mm-hmm.
era where you're just looking at other people. And I'm victim of that too. I was guilty of that too, Hatch, bro, which is why I was off social media for a good portion of my life, bro, because it was fucking my head up.
Yeah.
But then I realized, bro, like there's a saying that says comparison is the thief of joy. I
Mm,
firmly believe that, bro, because when you're looking at what other people have, you comparing yourself to them and you're like, damn, I ain't got that. Look at what they got. I ain't got that. Like that steals your fucking joy. But if you redirect your focus on you and all the things that you have to be grateful for, you recognize all your blessings. I say it all the time, bro. It's like don't count your problems, bro. Count your fucking blessings. We
mhm.
looking at all the things we don't have, all the things that we wish we had, when we missing sight of the point of like all the shit that we do have, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I got clean running water, bro. I got a roof over my head. I got family that loves me. Thank God. I got clothes on my back. I could feed myself, bro. I can connect with people like you,
Yeah.
bro. It's so many things to be grateful for. And when you really zoom in on that and you focus your attention more on that shit, that actually expands. It goes back to, you are what you attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? So when you start focusing on the good becomes great, bro. It starts to become better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you focusing on the bullshit, that shit's going that's gonna
Consume.
manifest, bro.
Yeah. It's gonna consume and it's gonna manifest.
Yeah.
That's real
So,
shit.
so on some real shit, like I started the podcast because of that. And again, I'm gonna reference my man Nip, bro. He says the highest human act is to inspire, bro. And it's just like,
Mm,
okay, how can I make the world a better place before ultimately my time is up, bro? How
yeah.
can I be it in my own way, bro? Not nobody else's way. I don't need to fucking make earth changing fucking, changes, but how can I do it? You know what I'm saying? And this
Yeah.
is this, this is how I'm doing it. I'm learning as I go. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I do know one thing. I'm enjoying the fucking process, getting to meet like-minded people like yourself, bro. All the other people that I got to make real close connections to that I'm gonna keep up with. I feel like forever type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dope vibe, bro.
Oh, real shit. Yeah, and it's real shit. And I'm glad you was able to, to get that out to the people so they can get an in-depth look into what you present and what you provide on your channel, because it's positivity is big, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a quote unquote breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy, man. I tell motherfuckers all the time, bro. It's easy. If I truly want this shit to launch and blow up, all I gotta do is come on here and talk about how women ain't shit. That's the end thing right now. Like, that's the end thing. I don't believe in it, but that's the end thing. And I don't believe half the niggas that's doing it right now believe in that shit. But we all know what niggas would do to blow up. We all know what people do for the quick blow up and the quick bag and the quick check. That's not what I'm in it for. So that's why I respect you and the other people that I brought on here. That's why I respect Asia McQueen, the other content creator I brought on here. I respect you guys, and I say we're in similar worlds. If we're not in the same world, we're in the same fucking orbit. We're in the same galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Because we all understand that the shit that we're doing is a slow grind to it, and it's truly only a slow grind because we're not deluding ourselves to, and we're not lowering ourselves to blend with the bullshit. If you fuck with us, then you fuck with us. And the people that's gonna fuck with us gonna take us to whatever level we gonna take it to. At that point in time, it's just up to me. I know I got an audience for the shit I'm saying, because I know what I was listening to when I was just somebody listening to content. And I was like, it's the same shit I'm saying to myself. Why am I listening to them when I can just say my own shit? So I know the audience is there. So that's why I respect, you know what I'm saying, you and other people that I bring on to this podcast, because it's about self-respect. You don't lower yourself to blend in with the bullshit and the bozos and the goofy motherfuckers. Nah, fuck. We are who we are for a motherfucking reason. You mentioned something about, you say you're enjoying the process, and we talked about in the pre-meet, and I kind of want to talk about that before I hop into the Super Bowl predictions. Then we do the quick hitters and wrap this podcast on up. About enjoying the process, I wanted to ask you, are you still enjoying it? You have already answered that, but I want to ask you exactly what about the process do you truly value? Because, like I told you in the pre-meet, and maybe you touched on this already, bro. I'm kind of fucked up, bro. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, so that's where this podcast always goes all over the place. But what I value about the process is that I really can't ever get out of it. It's something I'm doing for myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, if I fail at doing this, then I failed at pretty much living. Because this is I've pretty much made this part of my life. Nothing that I do in life pretty much isn't intertwined with the podcast now. So it's like there's no way I can't enjoy this process because it's a part of my life. I can only see this podcast going down bad if I go down bad, period, in life. If I keep the bigger house I get, like this is the second apartment I've had this podcast in. Shit looks better now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing better now. Coochie sweater now. Coogie's getting wetter now. So it's like with the podcast, I gotta enjoy the process because the process is now my life. Fuck Joel Embiid, nigga. I've been in the process. I've been this nigga. So it's like I gotta keep enjoying it. So as one content creator and one podcaster, well, I'm not a podcaster yet, but you get what I'm saying. Are you still enjoying this process, and how do you view that?
Man, I just got to tell you first and foremost, you said that so well, bro. You literally, I don't know if I could even say it better than that because I couldn't agree more with what you said, bro. It's so intertwined with my life now, bro. It's so funny how, as I go through experiences in life, it's creating content for when I make a podcast episode or if I connect with other people, I'm sharing experiences, you know what I'm saying? And I'm learning as I go, bro. So to answer your question, first and foremost, 1000%. I'm fully enjoying this process, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for me, I guess the most enjoyable part, bro, is just like when you learn something and then you piece that together and you're just making progress, bro. Every single day you just making progress. You laying brick by brick, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you said, it's a slow grind, bro. So
yeah,
I'm over here just like when I get it, and I ain't gonna lose it because I got it. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, and I'm just gonna keep advancing. And then I'll probably say the best other best thing about it. I'm not gonna rank which one's better about it, but it's meeting people like you, bro. Like I've been able to connect with hella dope people. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna share a little bit of what's to come for the podcast, bro. I
mhm,
actually am going to be connecting with a young lady from um East Africa, bro. East
mm,
Africa, bro. I'm gonna be on
mm.
her podcast, and she probably gonna eventually be on mine. But like I connected with people from UNAZ. I connected with folks from New York. Shit, man, Jersey, Philly. Come on, bro. It shit is wild, bro. So and it, I
Touching
feel
all
like
corners of the world.
we trying, bro. You know, and it's just like, bro, I just feel like this only the beginning of this shit, bro. So
Oh yeah,
it's still so much more to go. So in knowing that, it's like, bro, it's like, yeah, no, I know for damn sure, Hatch, bro. I'm gonna inevitably, you know, hit some spaces where like I fall on my ass, bro. But I gotta pick
mhm,
myself back up, and you learn as you go, bro. And
yeah,
I think I'm developing a trust for myself that like if I do make a mistake or you know, I fall on my ass, bro. I trust myself enough to know how to pick myself back up and keep moving forward, bro. Because that's it, bro. That's mama mentality right there, bro. It's just, you know, no matter what adversity faces, bro, break it down and just, you know, fucking. It's what you heard this quote, bro. It's like if you can't see the full staircase, bro, just worry about the fucking first step in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Just like you just
shit.
want to take it one step at a time. I think a lot of times, bro, we look
Hey,
at the whole motherfucking the whole pie, bro. Like we go, how am I gonna eat that whole thing, bro? It's one bite at a time, bro.
right. One
You know what I'm
by a
saying?
time.
We all looking at the end results, bro. We ain't even took the first step.
You gotta enjoy the process of that shit. You gotta enjoy the process of that shit.
Yep.
Real talk. That quote was fire though. You can't see the whole staircase. Just worry about the step in front of you. That's fire. I ain't never heard that, but that was fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, it's been a lot of free game and a lot of fire ass quotes dropped throughout this entire fucking episode. I'll tell you that much. Um, I do want to move on. Let's move on to the Super Bowl predictions, bro. Before we wrap these quick
Do
hitters
it.
and get this podcast out to the people. It's we recording this episode. I usually record on Wednesdays, but record this episode on Super Bowl Sunday. Uh, you got the motherfucking Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and them boys versus the LA Rams. You got Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey in the game. The media is pretty much saying Rams. Everybody's leaning towards Rams. I'm looking at Joe Burrow like that nigga nice. You a 49er fan for the people that don't know you out there in San Fran. Yeah, I came close, but Jimmy G ultimately, you know what I'm saying? And really it wasn't even Jimmy G, fan. It was really that safety that dropped that pick. If he just would have caught the fucking pick, that the game would have been over. Or at least y'all would have had a chance to put more points on the board, at least a field goal. Who do you have in the Super Bowl? And we're gonna get into the halftime show as well. But who do you have winning, and who do you have as the MVP? Let's see if we right when this episode drops.
I bet that's gonna be a fun exercise right there. So for you know, prior to the Super Bowl kicking off today, man, like for a long time, like I was saying, the Rams they built to win the Super Bowl, in my opinion, bro. They went and picked up Von Miller, you know, like you said, Jalen Ramsey, they got him last season, Matt Stafford, Cooper Cup
Yeah.
having a fantastic year. The OBJ who they just recently got, bro. Like, come on, bro, you just picked up OBJ. They got a fucking abundance of just talent, bro. So they are built to win this shit. So it would be and not to mention, it's in SoFi Stadium, which is in Inglewood, where the motherfucking Rams play. It just
Mm-hmm.
seems like everything has aligned. And no disrespect to the Cincinnati Bengals because them boys is raw too. Joe Mixon, one of my favorite running backs. I'm still hot to this day because I picked Clyde Edwards-Helaire over motherfucking Joe Mixon in my fantasy football draft. And what happened? Joe Mixon went fucking berserk this
Going
year.
crazy. It
Bro,
always happens like that, don't it?
all the time. And Jamar Chase, bro, is a motherfucking problem, bro. and you pair him up with Joe Burrow, you got Tyler Boyd out there, you got T. Higgins, you got CJ Uzama. They got a nice little defense out there. So I don't want to discredit them at all, bro. Because it's funny. I was in the car yesterday thinking about this shit. I was like, yo, all of this shit that people are saying that the Rams is going to smack them and this and that and everything's in their favor, that is all chalkboard material for them boys. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at that shit like, okay, y'all didn't think we supposed to be here. So I know they're going to bring their A game. Now, my question is, I don't know if their A game is going to be enough to top the Rams. Just too much is going in their favor, bro. Like I said, they paid for this championship, bro. Now, we done seen a lot of upsets. I just don't know if this one's gonna be one of them, bro. It's in LA, bro.
It is in LA. It is in LA. It is definitely in LA. My only thing, honestly, that's keeping me from actually picking the Bengals is the D line versus the O line. That nigga got sacked 9 times against the Titans. Like that's they won, which is historical. But you got sacked 9 times. Now, ever since then, they haven't gave up that many sacks. But you gave up 9 in one game. And I don't think the Tennessee Titans D-line is Aaron Donald, Von Miller, what's the nigga name? Floyd. I don't think that rush is that. All you need is for one game, them 4 niggas up front for the Rams to just go crazy. Like you say, they paid for this. You just need for one game. Them niggas to go crazy and give Jalen Ramsey time. You know what I'm saying? Because I ultimately believe that I'm a parlay the joint, you know what I'm saying, on DraftKings. I'm going to parlay that shit. This is not a ad either. Fuck them niggas. No, fuck them niggas. Give me my money first. But I believe that OBJ may score. Cooper Kupp gonna get some attention, you know what I'm saying? He gotta get the most attention. I believe OBJ probably gonna get loose. I believe Matthew Stafford has the most pressure, bro. Mm-hmm. Just because it is in LA. You do have the better team. And you got a lot to prove. Nigga, you had Megatron for all them years and they didn't result to shit. They brought you here to be the savior. They been to Super Bowl with Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? They brought you to win this shit. And that nigga standing across the field from you was nice.
That's a lot of pressure.
Joe Burrow ain't no pussy.
He ain't no pussy.
So it's like, you got to perform. And can I see Matthew Stafford throwing picks? Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. He's supposed to throw picks. He threw the bitch to the safety against the 49ers. He just dropped it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can see Matthew Stafford fucking it up, but I just can't get around Aaron Donald, Von Miller. I think the nigga is Floyd. He used to play for the Bears. I can't get around them not performing crazy for one game. So it's like I'm leaning Rams, but I may fucking hedge that bet and just bail on Joe Burrow.
What's the line at right now anyway, bro? I ain't even checked. I'm still kind of hot about the Niners, so you know I'm not.
Last night it was Rams -4. Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. Let me see.
I might take that one, to be real with you, bro.
I had it last night, so it's Rams at the spread is -4.5 right now. I can see the Rams winning by at least a touchdown.
At least.
You know what I'm saying? I had picked the score to probably be 34-21, but it's I just can't get around that damn D line just fucking some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If Aaron Donald is who everybody say he is, he got to go crazy tonight, basically.
He got to go crazy.
So who you got going for MVP if you think the Rams gonna win? Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford, bro. You know, because I feel like he gonna have to spread the ball around, like you said, bro. Cooper Kupp gonna get some attention and shit like that. But yeah, I'd say him, bro. He's just such a valuable piece to that team now, man. And like you said, bro, he had Megatron all them years over at Detroit, and they was nice. They just couldn't get done. And you know, Matt Stafford, bro, he suffered a lot of real fucking crazy injuries, bro. So I gotta give that man so much credit for what he's doing and what he continues to. Bro, he basically broke his back hella times, bro.
He tough. He definitely tough. I give him that. He a tough motherfucker.
What's Joe Burrow?
Yeah, it's hard to tackle Joe Burrow too. That nigga, he big. He just tore his ACL a year ago.
That's crazy.
that's the thing about he just tore his ACL a year ago. So It's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully, this game is good. Can't wait for halftime performance. We talked about Kendrick. Hopefully, it's gonna be something leading up to a new album coming out. It's been 5 years since he dropped "Damn," which was a great album. I can't wait for Mary J. Blige. I'm a huge Mary J. Blige fan, bro. I'll be at the crib high, just dancing like Mary J. Blige, knocking shit off the walls, bro. Like, I love Mary J. I love Snoop. My first words was Snoop. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. Yeah, Eminem as well. You know, Dr. Dre. It should be one of the greatest of all time halftime shows. I want to wrap these.
But I also feel like them like a lot of older motherfuckers, they ain't really gonna appreciate this that much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not poppy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like hella pop like in Super Bowls.
Yeah,
it's so national. So this is gonna be for the culture for real though.
Oh yeah, and I think the scenery will help that a lot. I think if this was like in Minnesota, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that, it'd be like, will nobody get it? Then you know how they show every Super Bowl, they got the little Pepsi cam. It'd be all dead. But I think since they in LA, you can't do nothing but get hype when Snoop come out. Snoop is the one that break that mold. Then you got Eminem too, so that's for the white folks. You know what I'm saying? It should have been an Ice Cube, but it brought Eminem. Yeah. So it's like I think they're gonna be good because it's in LA. You know what I mean? Like if it was anywhere else, if it was anywhere else, I'd have been a little bit nervous. But let's get into these quick hitters, bro, so we can go ahead and wrap this podcast on out. Before I do that, is there anything, you know what I'm saying, anything else you want to say to the people, all the friends of the show, before we get to these quick hitters and wrap this podcast on out, bro?
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, absolutely. Just want to leave a lot of love for everybody, man. In a time like that we going right now with a lot of, the pandemic and all sorts of shit you see on TV, bro, with the news and shit like that. It seems like there's rarely ever any good news, if any, that we see, bro. So just want to try to increase some positivity and love and share that with everybody, man. And just keep going, bro. No matter how hard this life gets, bro, every time you get an opportunity to get up and do something, bro, do that shit, man. Enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? Learn about life and fucking living your purpose, man. So just sending love to everybody, bro.
Facts, not real shit. And make sure I go check him out, man. On IG, SCL_the source. Or you can check out the podcast, social media at Blessed Beyond Measure Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast, the Blessed Beyond Measure Podcast. I'm on YouTube as well. Check them out, man. Some positive vibes into your life. Let's go ahead and get these quick hitters out, bro, so we can go ahead and wrap this podcast on out, bro.
Let's get it.
I can see you on your way, dog. First of the quick hitters. We talked about earlier in the podcast. We got to bring it up. Red pill or blue pill?
Sheesh. I forgot which the blue pill, the red pill is still the Matrix?
Yep.
Wait, red pill goes to the real world, right? Or blue
red pill goes into the Matrix. Blue pill keeps you to the Matrix. Red pill on some Neo shit.
Red pill all day. Come on.
I fuck with it. Depends on what they are. Most of the time, I just want to stay kaput. Let me just sit on my couch and smoke. I said there another time, man. Rank these three players. Barbershop talk. Kobe, MJ, LeBron.
Ooh, let's go. MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
You said MJ, Kobe, LeBron?
Uh-huh.
I respect that. I'm a Kobe guy, but I respect that. Truck, sports cars, or Jeeps?
Trucks, sports cars, or Jeeps? Ooh, that's a good one, bro. I fuck with trucks, bro. I love riding high, man.
You an F-150 nigga?
I'm a Raptor, bro. That's my one. Get me one of those motherfuckers, bro.
Okay. I'm a Jeep nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Jeep nigga. But I've never been a truck guy, but I'm a Jeep nigga. I can see what people like trucks, but I'm a Jeep nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like my little Jeep.
And they all tough. They all tough, but you got to hit me with them quick hitters. So I told you, bro, I'm gonna fuck with the trucks. The only thing about trucks is they gas guzzlers, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's so like, damn.
Yeah. Natural body or enhancements?
Man, that's tough, bro. Because I do love to see some enhancements, but I'm gonna go natural, bro.
Always put the naturals first. I've grown to accept the enhancements. I had so many episodes where I was like, if you young, don't get them until your body is done bodying. But I didn't I got on TikTok, man. It's just too much now. I be liking too much, man.
There's a lot out there, bro. It's a lot out there, bro.
As long as it's done right, it's not over dramatic. I can't really complain, man.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
always type into the mental of a chick that's 21 who went and got her body done, but I give up at this point. 20s or hundreds, you got same amount of money. 20s or hundreds.
Hundreds, blue faces all day.
Ooh, I feel you. I feel you. I like 20s just because I'm gonna spend it. Hundreds, I ain't gonna buy no food. I ain't gonna do shit. I ain't breaking my hundreds, bro. Real talk. Um, you say you used to smoke, so I'm gonna ask you: was you an indica guy, sativa, hybrid? Did you know?
Woo. So when I was smoking, bro, I was smoking whatever was passed my way, basically, bro. But in my riper years of life nowadays, bro, I'll probably go more indica. And it also depends on the vibe, bro. So
Yeah,
not to make it a quick this ain't a quick hitter, but if I'm out, bro, and I'm partying and shit, like I'm on a good buzz with some drink and shit, bro, give me some motherfucking sativa so I could keep staying lit. But
yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
at the cribbo just chilling, bro, like hook it up with some indica so I can stay in the couch.
Mm-hmm. Stay on the couch and watch whatever on TV. Let it watch me after a while.
For real.
Game 7 or a Super Bowl? Courtside seats or the best seat in the house for a football game?
God damn. So game 7. Oh, game 7 for me, bro. I'm
Yeah,
such a huge basketball fan, bro.
yeah. I want to be courtside game 7. That's what I
I
want.
want to be courtside. That's one of my goals. I ain't never touched the wood like that.
I ain't never touched the wood during the game. I know out here on the Suns, they tried to get me to buy some season tickets, so they invited me out, took me on tour around the motherfucking me arena and shit while they was getting ready for a game. I was on the court when PJ Tucker and them was there. PJ Tucker and Devin Booker was on the court warming up. They looking at me and shit. That was the only time I ever been on the NBA court is when I was out there when them niggas was warming up. I went to the players' locker room. Shit was dope. But like during the game, I've only been like 5 rows up. That's the closest I've ever been.
That's about the
I,
closest I've been too. Yeah, it's
I want to
crazy.
be courtside. I want to be courtside. I ain't gonna lie.
Same here. That's hey, we got to manifest that right there, bro. That's gonna happen.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Burgers or tacos?
Oh, damn, that's a good one, bro. I gotta go burgers, bro.
Okay, we finally got somebody that's joined Team fucking Burgers. Now I'm gonna talk. I love tacos, but it's something
Dang.
about a burger. I'm talking about a burger with the works. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? The lettuce, tomato, throw a pickle on that bitch. Throw the
Uh-huh.
onions, all that shit. It's something about a good ass burger.
Damn, you're right. Cause I ain't no knock on no tacos just cause I chose burger. I fucking love Mexican food and tacos, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But a burger, like you said, bro, ain't nothing like it, bro. And it's not many other things that are as satisfying as a big ass burger, bro. Like a good,
Yeah,
well constructed burger, bro. Fuck
man.
out of
Look,
here.
they said it ain't too many more things more satisfying than that shit. Mondays or Fridays?
Every day, bro. Every day, bro. But yeah, bro. I guess Friday because the vibe is higher for everybody, bro. But I try to look at every day as a gift, bro. So I don't even be trying to look at days no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just be just. But I'll take Friday because majority of people like like they all happier on Friday, so the vibe is hella better.
Yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I like that answer a lot. Hip hop or R&B?
Hip hop
Yeah,
all day nonstop. But I fuck with R&B heavy though, bro. I was just playing some old school soul shit last night, bro. Like some motherfucking stylistics, temptations, and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real old school shit.
yeah.
But I'm a hip hop head, bro. I grew up with hip hop, bro. It's like probably one of my first loves in terms of music, man. So for sure, hip hop.
Fuck with that. I fuck with that. I seen you travel. I'm not sure. You been out the country and shit, right?
I ain't been out the country yet, bro. That's something that's definitely bucket list material right there, though.
All right, fuck it. We'll scratch it off then. Winter or summer?
Summer, I don't fuck with the cold, bro. I'm an island boy.
I'm a Highland boy. Last one. Last one. Give the friends of the show a slept on. This is probably not a quick hitter, but give the friends of the show a slept on meal, slept on go-to meal, like a go-to spot where it's just fire. Don't nobody know about that shit, or it's just slept on. It's underrated, but you go to that shit and it's fire every time.
See, out here in the Bay, bro, it's a big food scene, man. So, oh shit. All right, bro. I'm gonna give you one of my gems. It's in my neighborhood where I grew up at, bro. It's a sandwich shop, bro. They got
Okay.
this crazy steak and cheese fucking sandwiches, so fire. It ain't a Philly cheesesteak. It's their own version of a steak and cheese. It's called Yellow Submarine. If you ever get out here to Frisco, San Francisco, California, it's a neighborhood gem. It's called Yellow Submarine. It's an old ass little old lady. She's been running it. She owns it. She's still making all the sandwiches.
Mhm.
Shit is fucking fire, bro. I might go get me one right now before the game.
And that shit gonna come in clutch too. Thank me later.
What's up, bro? If you ever come out to Frisco, bro, we gonna get a motherfucking sandwich out there, fam.
Oh, for sure, for sure. That's why I asked. Get that shit on wax. um, but shit, I'm looking at the docket. I'm skimming through it. I think we covered all bases, everything I want to touch on. We touched everything I want to bring to the friends of the show, man. Make sure I brought them this dope ass conversation. This is something I've been waiting to do for the last 3 weeks now. So I'm happy we finally got this shit out the way, man. And it's a great episode. It's one of my favorites so far. So I want to say this before I wrap it up. Once again, say at the top of the podcast, I said it to you in the pre-meeting, I said it to you in the messages leading up to this. Thank you, bro. I'm honored that you came onto this podcast, came on this platform to help share your story. We took it behind the curtain with you, going through cancer. We talked about positivity, spreading that to the friends of the show. We're trying to get that message out to the people. It means a lot for you to take time on your day, especially on Super Bowl Sunday, and also knowing how busy you are with pumping out episodes. It means a lot that you took time out your day to come fuck with me and friends of the show on this platform. You got a family and things of that nature, man. So I am humbled and honored that you came onto the platform, man. So I want to say thank you again for coming onto the podcast, man. I truly appreciate you.
Man, you're welcome anytime, fam. Real talk, bro. I had a really dope time coming onto your platform. I respect and appreciate you and see what you're doing, man. And I'm a fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy that we got to connect, man. And vice versa, bro. Thank you for having me on here, man. I really, really enjoyed this shit, fam. Like, you a cool ass cat to talk to, man. I think we touched on hella different subjects, bro. And
Yeah.
I haven't had this much fun with a guest in a while, bro. I mean, I have fun with all my guests, and it's unique to every guest. But yo, this was dope, bro. I really had a good time.
I appreciate that. We chopped it up in the pre-meet, man. We got something coming up. I'm gonna be a guest on your platform as well, the Blessed Beyond Measure podcast, man. I'm honored that you even asked me to come on there, so we can definitely chop that up and set up a day for that, and we can get that shit rocking. But it's pretty much all I got on the motherfucking meat docket. I want to say shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped in and enjoying this conversation, man. I truly appreciate all love and support, man. Support the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, et cetera, et cetera. It don't matter. I'm pulling the fuck up. I'm coming. You know what I mean? We here now. You dig?
We outside.
We outside. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at OGHatchTV, man. Visuals drop every Friday at 8 a.m. Audio is released every fucking Thursday at 4 a.m. And you know I give it up on this side, man. It's all love these ways. Never let them sidetrack you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And I'll y'all next week, man. I'm out this motherfucker. Peace. CL. My nigga, that was a great fucking episode, bro. It truly fucking was, bro.
The same way, bro. You was in your bag, bro. You was in your bag.
We was both in our bag. Hey, we bag getters, man. We the mental warriors, man. We bag getters, man.
Oh man, we just trying to shine our lights, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Real motherfucking me talk.
That shit was fun, fam. On some real shit, bro. So I'm honored that I've been on here, bro. Real shit.